And so I screenshotted it. They had his name, they had his account, so on and so forth. It took them about 5 minutes. They gave me his IP address. They gave me his name, government name. He had like 4 email addresses. His home address where he stayed. He lived with his mom. He also happened to work in a gym. He worked in a gym. He lived in California and he worked in the gym. He was a youngin' too. Like he had graduated from high school like 2 or 3 years ago. He was working at the boxing gym. He worked second shift at the boxing gym. He went to work at like 3:00 in the afternoon at the boxing gym, but 3:00 is like 6:00 our time, so on and so forth. And so like I got all this stuff: his mother's name, father's name, grandmother's name, siblings' names. Like I had all his pictures, graduation picture, pictures of him in the yard with his family, like all of this, pictures of his mom, pictures of his dad. Like it was just crazy. So I got a whole bunch of information, right? So I said, and I responded to him, and I called him by his real name. For the sake of this podcast, we'll call him Jose. So I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Yeah, I'm still talking shit, Jose Hernandez." And then he hit me with remember the white men can't jump when Raymond walked in the store with the mask and he said, "Give me all your money." And the store clerk said, "Raymond?" And he said, "It ain't me. This ain't me. This ain't me." Yeah, that's what he was on. Jose Hernandez was, "Nah, this ain't me. This ain't me." And I said, "Oh yeah, it is, man." And I said, "Listen, man, if you don't stop fucking with me, I'm going to fly out to I don't know, San Bernardine, we'll say, California. And I'm gonna come to your mama's house put mama address, show it and her picture." And I said, "Man, and then if you're not there, I'm gonna come to your job at the boxing gym, picture of the gym. And when I run across you, and I said something like, I'm gonna keep at it until I catch you. And when I catch you, I'm gonna pull your tongue out and I'm gonna slap it." Then I said, "Jose, listen, there are people who are not going to, there are people who what did I say? I said, there are people who don't want no problems, they don't want no issues, they don't bother nobody. Then there are people who bother folks and they not gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight, and if they did, the juice will kill them." Then I said, "But Jose, there's also sharks in the water. There's also sharks in the water. And you have to be careful about who you bother because there's sharks in the water and you never know what you're going to come across." Jose deleted all of his accounts. And I had all of his accounts because that was part of the information that I got. Every account on social media he deleted. He deleted every email address. Raymond deleted everything. He deleted everything. I called him too. He answered once, then he didn't answer no. But then I left him alone. I quit. But ultimately, what I'm saying is the world is under surveillance. So the first reason why the streets are dead and should be dead is because the world is under surveillance. Absolutely, positively under surveillance. Everything you do, you're being monitored. You're being monitored for your location, your movements. Everywhere you go, there's a camera. Do you realize you can't walk in your neighborhood without being monitored? If it's not being monitored by your cell phone, how else are you monitored? You're monitored by the cameras that they put on the street poles. And if it's not that, every time you walk past somebody's front door, when you're walking on the sidewalk, what do you hear? Every time you walk past somebody, walk past a person's house, everybody got a camera. Everybody has surveillance on their front door based on the Ring cam. The whole entire world is absolutely under surveillance, and there's nothing we could do about it. Another reason why I know that the streets are dead. Hey, man, man, everybody is a walking media outlet now. Do you understand that? Like, everybody's natural course of action is to pull their phones out. Everybody pulls their phones out at everything. You can't be anywhere and enjoy any one thing without people pulling their phones out anymore. You understand? You walk down the street, you fall on the ground, like you trip and fall. Somebody has you look up, somebody gonna have their camera, their phone out, video recording you. Laughing, never not, are you okay? Let me help you out, none of that. Somebody gonna have their phone out and they're gonna be recording you falling. You get into an altercation with somebody. Somebody's recording. If you happen to be a person who is a popular person or a celebrity or, somebody of any type of status, people are going to have their phones out. And it's like, you could be like, I'm talking about regular people. Like, you could be regular folks, like just regular folks. You might be, have a position of prowess in your respective city, right? And you go somewhere and you go to an event. What's going to happen? Somebody going to want to take a picture with you. You feel me? Little old goofy me will walk around and be in certain places or whatever, and I'll come across somebody. And it's no disrespect to y'all, no disrespect to anybody that supports the platform. But somebody will see me and say, Junior, oh man, let's get a picture. Like, the world is a walking media outlet. Everybody is independent media outlets, no matter what. It's crazy. Like, that's just where we are in the world. And so anytime that you're doing anything, think about it. Think about how much we are in a place now where you can get on social media and you can see real live shootouts. They just had one in my city where they were having a real live shootout, and people, these youngins, were out there recording the shootout. Bullets whizzing past them, their heads in the phones. The world is a media outlet. Think about how much criminal shit you see day in and day out on the World Wide Web. Things are just happening. And what happens? Somebody's recording it. Not stopping it, not intervening, not contacting the authorities with their phone. Instead of using their telephones to contact the authorities to help resolve the issues, people are using their phones to record whatever's going on. The world is a walking media outlet. Like, I can't, like, I really want to stretch out on the track right there, but the world is a walking media outlet. Like, it is crucial. Like, it is crucial. Reason number 3. Like I said, these are in no order and they're kind of off the top of the head. But reason number 3 is, hey man, everybody's telling. Are they gonna tell? They gonna tell. Everybody's telling, because there's no consequences for telling anymore. There's no consequences for snitching. Somebody will be the man before they go away, having their way in the streets and whatnot. Then they'll get popped and they go away for a little while. Then they come back far before they should be back. And then they go right back to being the man. Like, there's no consequences for telling. You used to tell and you used to be ostracized. Like, you used to tell. And this is just, we talking about stuff that went on in the streets. You feel me? I'm not a street person. I'm not a street cat. I'm a square. I was an athlete and a scholar. I ain't a hood nigga, just a nigga from the hood. Shout out to Andre 3000. But when you used to tell, like, things used to happen, like, you would have to get somewhere. Like, if you told, you'd have to get somewhere. Like, you could not go back to the streets that you from when you told. You feel me? Motherfuckers used to tell, and then they used to move to Atlanta. How you think everybody got to Atlanta? People was telling. Somebody in, Ohio, get in trouble, get popped, go down for a little bit, tell, get out. Then they moved to Atlanta and start a record label or something. Like, nah, man, like you got to move around. And then not just that too, like people used to have to, like you had to move around and then your people had to move around. Like you couldn't just, if you told, man. You used to have to be stiff, man. You used to have to stand on that. You used to have to be stiff. Now nobody's stiff no more. The streets are dead. Like nobody's stiff no more. They telling. They folding. Like they literally folding. Like I feel like we need to get some more. Let's get some more. They telling. People are telling. They gonna tell it on you in order to save themselves. Like it's all when you all running around the streets and everybody, is gang. Hey gang, it's gang. It's a whole lot of gang shit when you free. Yeah, but when them cuffs come out, them bars start to close, them holding cells, then you gotta go see the judge, that bond or bond denied. You feel me? Then they get to telling you what that sentence about to be. And you got a judge that's about to run wild with the gears. Oh man, let me go in my head and figure out what I can tell these people. I got to give them something. You feel me? They don't want my little case, man. I got to give them something. And these folks now they here to give you something. They ain't gonna give you something. They gonna tell, man. Like that's just the truth. Like they're going to tell. The streets are dead, man. The street shit is dead. They gonna tell it. Everybody's telling. They gonna talk. They gonna go right back home. A lot of them gonna continue working with them people. You understand? They gonna continue working with them people. They gonna continue giving them information, so on and so forth. And it's just because there's no consequence. I don't want to talk about it no more. There's no consequences. They get to come out and still be cool. You feel me? They get to come out and still be the man. They tell him, man, the streets are dead. Hey, man. Another reason why I know the streets are dead, and this is a big one. Like, when I think about it, like, this is the one. Like, this is the big joker. This is the final boss. Like, this is the boss of all bosses. You feel me? Like, this is the boss of all bosses. Think about this. And you probably never thought about it. That's why you had to come to the Culture Collective ThoughtCast episode 5. You had to come pull up on your player partner, JuniorTheTruth. And we had to, because this is where we exchange ideas, right? And so you might have never thought about it like this. And it's cool because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you what I got. The other reason why I know the streets are dead, man, is because, let's move that bookmark that we put in earlier. The drug trade is dead. Like the street drug trade is dead. It's dead. It is changed. You understand what I'm saying? So what are you saying, Junior? Are you saying that people aren't getting high anymore? Because that's not true, because we see people getting high all the time. We see people getting high all the time. All you got to do is look and you see them, you know what I mean? People getting high. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I get it, right? But I also understand, remember we had this big old opioid crisis? Before the opioid crisis, we had, crack. It was the crack epidemic. And the way they handled the crack epidemic and the way they handled the opioid crisis was two totally different things. Like, it was two totally different situations because it was two totally different demographics. But have y'all realized, like, all of a sudden, The opioid crisis has kind of dimmed down. Y'all haven't noticed that? Like, y'all haven't paid attention to the opioid crisis, the people falling out, dropping dead, and overdosing and all of that. Have y'all not paid attention till it's kind of dwindling down? There's not a whole lot of attention on it anymore, so on and so forth. The street drug trade is obsolete. And it's so obsolete, like I told you all, when I look and I see somebody that sells drugs in the street, right? And when I see drug transactions, I'm like disgusted. You feel me? Like when I see street drug transactions, because I see them every now and again. You feel me? You know, I'm still from where I'm from, and I tend to move around here and there. Man, your business. But when I see like hand-to-hand transactions, I see people who literally still sell drugs, and the new drug dealers in the streets actually look like the dope fiends. And then the dope fiends actually look like halfway regular people and so on and so forth. But it's just the mere fact that you realize like the street drug trade it's nah. It's like filthy. You like, ah. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a new drug dealer. And the new drug dealers, they wear white lab coats. I said it. Do you know how crazy you got to be to actually buy drugs in the street in 2025? Do you know how crazy you got to be to buy your opioids from the streets in 2025 when all you have to do is get a prescription from the doctor? They are writing prescriptions for opioids, y'all. They are. Let me say this. I probably better chill out, man. I think we might be going too far. Y'all think we going too far? Y'all let me know in the chat if we going too far. Let me know in the comment section if we're going too far. In the year of 2025, the biggest drug dealers in the world wear white coats and they have stethoscopes. And you gotta wait to go see them. You gotta get an appointment, go see them. And then they'll write you a prescription for opioids. You don't have to run around the streets trying to find dope. You can legally get it. And guess what? Your insurance will pay for